I could be your Lestat,
See,
your
ask for
Claudia,
it.
but better. I mean, I
knew
got
that.
a little bit of both of them in me, plus a few things they don't.
Syntell reacts.
What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and I'm here with the beautiful Mikel-Claire.
In this episode of Louis and Armand.
Yes, Interview with the Vampire. This is season 2, episode 5. This episode is called Don't Be Afraid, Just Start the Tape. That sounds kinda,
Daniel.
Yeah, that
Daniel.
sounds a little janky. Yeah, it sounds like a Daniel moment.
Daniel.
Listen, make sure you stay to the end because me and Mikel-Claire are going to chop it up. Have a bit of a back and forth, if you will, over the things we've enjoyed and the things that we may be scratching our heads about. So, without any further ado, let's get started.
We needed from the other our proper roles. A less dictatorial approach to the coven is embraced by my love. Dreamy kind of balance.
I'd love to see them in red. Or maybe green or something.
Hypnotize security as one does. Flipped the lights, laid our backs on long tables, and stared up at the ceiling.
Hot.
Iron pillars
He's so bored with
You know
that.
how I feel about him.
here higher than it was.
And why not pass a month that way? An effortless, eternal life ahead of us.
Effortless.
That part.
Trying to remember what occupied one's time when one was ignorant of the plotting around him. I'm sorry. Grab what?
Oh, it's just a note to my assistant. It's nothing.
What did you want to grab, Daniel? Eternal life ahead of us. Funny thing. Trying to remember what occupied one's time when one was ignorant of the plotting around.
Yeah, what is that?
Language as a chicken exit on a roller coaster.
Or it's daytime, and the vampire of Louis' age is fighting the narcoleptic pull of the sun.
Or that.
He's like, whatever you got to tell yourself, my guy.
Oh, who's this?
Your friend here is a hot-headed young man, huh? Good thing to be. Tell him to buy a Bugatti, crash it into the guardrail.
He must be like, he's definitely got money and power because they're in Dubai, right? Yeah.
I think.
He's ditching us.
He'll have Malik begging for it in an hour.
Dang.
His methodology, it's never violent, I assure you.
See, there's those flashbacks again.
He's like, okay, it wasn't violent though. That's
The
interesting.
vampire Armand about diet and exercise. And once again, everything in its right place before the theater burns down.
I'm actually glad Armand's not in the room.
Makes you fascinating.
The coffin!
In high school, you told the girl you'd only do her rest if she had a paper bag.
Oh, maybe he had him as lunch, as his prey at one point.
That'd be interesting.
You see what I'm saying? Because the whole thing they just talked about. And so he's telling him the bad things about himself.
I mean, a drug den.
Yes.
500 years. Hundreds of thousands of kills. How often has Armand spared a life?
That is interesting. And why?
Why cover that?
And why did he? And he did bite him, though, he said. Oh.
He had a hunch you might prove fruitful in later times.
Okay, sure. Let's go with that.
Yo, Daniel, he's growing up bored.
I know you like, a lot of people like him. I just,
He cuts through the BS.
ooh la la.
A little bite and sucky.
That part.
Getting some bail bondsman post-divorce.
What year is this?
It's got to be the 60s based off of that collar.
Yeah, they said, but I didn't pay attention.
Are you a real estate mogul?
I own a lot of things.
Oh yeah, he got a little Jones in his bones.
I prefer you like this, all dark and real. Maybe I could cheer you up.
Oh, okay, Daniel.
So, we didn't.
No.
I really thought we did.
Do you want to now? He sometimes lingers when boats come into harbor. San Francisco. Psychedelics, disco biscuits, angel powders, and young men.
In the 60s, 70s.
Shit.
Got a tape? Oh, he wasn't recording.
I forgot to put a tape in.
That's because you're
Yeah, he's baked.
lying, yeah.
I'm a vampire.
Okay.
See, yeah, he doesn't really fully get it yet.
I'm really interested to know why you believe that.
Oh. Oh. Yeah,
that first step is crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, that. Oh.
Those fangs.
Hi.
Fuck, man. Are you the Zodiac Killer?
Oh. Okay. Ah, good old cassette tape.
I want to know, for me, what happened between us. Okay?
That's valid.
Okay.
Yeah, look at curiosity in Louis' eyes too. Like,
I mean,
what
that
you
is-
trying to get at?
That is valid, though. He wants to know, like, yo, why me?
You eviscerating Lestat.
He had a dark pull.
Eviscerating.
Way his superficial charms beneath his flimsy gentleman's veneer. Lestat was
Sounds bitter.
He does. He is, though. He was trivial.
no one home, like an automaton, plunking away at the notes with all the emotional acuity of a monster.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely bitter.
Oh yeah.
He's a faker. You figured that out. Just by then, you paid a biblical price for your first love.
That's harsh. It's the truth, though, but it's harsh.
That was astute, boy.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
see? You were nimble-minded even back then.
I was a moron.
Well, you,
I love that, man. Just for reference, that was Louis de Pointe-de-Lac just now, making his fangs come out. Ah, shit.
This was before video, obviously.
Actual journalist and, not fried on coke and lewds, I would have realized what a dangerously unstable psyche I was
Yeah.
in was. You detonated.
Look at all that.
Carrying her off into her future. A future I would be absent from.
Sun's coming up too.
Yeah.
Stay behind
So
with
he's,
Lestat.
he's got that, whatever Armand was just saying, the pull of the something.
Yeah. Tired, exhausted. Yeah.
Wrong choice.
and then what?
Then what? I had nothing.
He's so tormented.
I mean, what about life? Like joyrides and night swimming and marriage and cancer and all of that till the death rattle.
He doesn't understand.
And you had to take it out and you were just gonna throw it away?
Wow. He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't understand.
I could be your Lestat,
See, ask
your
for
Claudia, but better. I mean, I
knew
got
that.
a little bit of both of them in me, plus a few things they don't.
It's what you asked for, boy!
Yeah, well, you don't know what human life is like. I mean, you've forgotten, man. I mean, you don't understand the meaning of your own story.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, see, it's recording still.
For the sheer number of times I said, and then what?
All the drugs in your blood, it all went back into me. Probably why I can't
Cornerstone of
remember
prize-winning
anything.
journalism.
Okay. Prize-winning journalism.
And then what?
I have a surprise for you. Kind of a curveball, which will seem like less of a surprise and more like a ambush.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was given to him, remember? From that guy. Those files and audios and stuff.
Turns out I had a copy saved in the cloud.
You're a liar.
So are you, Louis.
The guy gave it to him.
Whether you know it or not.
Oh. Dang.
That wet thud,
It was me.
that's Armand saving me.
I wonder, I guess he did. Well, he says he doesn't remember because he got the drugs in his system.
Yeah.
Look at Armand. Armand is heated.
With mop and mindlessness to clean it up.
So the room got
Right.
dirty, so what? I'll clean it up.
No, I clean it up. You make the mess and I clean it up.
You're acting like a child.
And unfortunate and broken children, fine.
Fine, fine, that doesn't sound like
But
fun.
revealing our nature to a reporter.
I was having some
don't have enough
fun.
to
I was
fear
in the
from Paris?
middle of ending things when
No,
you...
you're passed out on the floor next to him, Louis.
Armand is right.
You stop
Oh, this is boring. You're boring. You are so boring.
How is he boring?
Aveless.
Down the throat,
Dull.
into the heart, and off
Dull.
the fingers, feet,
Dull.
and
Nice.
swallowing.
Okay, it's making sense. He's comparing this dude to Lestat.
Did you want to lick my boots or chop my hands off? Is it the gremlin or the good nurse tonight? Huh?
Louis, you're right.
Yeah, he's out of pocket.
Louis is the villain. I wasn't sure about that.
Boring as the blather.
He's just damaged.
Ferric tapes of your fascinating boy. Oh, it's so hard to be.
Let's wake the boy up and let's try you. I'm the vampire Armand, and my daddy vampire groomed me into a little bitch.
Dang.
Step off the roof, my
Maybe
sister.
pretend I
She
didn't have a
buried me
dick
alive.
for 200.
Oh my gosh.
Was my throw pillow when he wouldn't look at me kindly. Lestat, 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 Lestat.
I talked shit about him the whole time.
No, you didn't.
No, he meant to the reporter.
I know. Yes, I know. Thank you for saying. It's creeping back.
Man, good scene.
I think that's you running out of the room. Hear that? Second door slam, farther off. What's that second door slam?
That's where y'all stay.
Second door slams, metal door.
Out the back?
Armand calls your name,
Oh, he was gonna try and kill himself, wasn't he?
opens
The top, the roof.
screen.
Oh.
A few more seconds.
Oh, into the sun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where does Armand follow you, Louis?
To the roof.
Yeah.
Door opens, slams.
Second door. Yeah.
Mm. He ran after you. Wow, that's crazy. That man loves you. Woo!
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Ooh, yeah, he saved him. That is.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Mm.
I'm remembering it now.
Let me ask you a really loaded question, Louis.
Mm.
And then what?
My skin
Oh,
burnt
ouch.
into the color of pitch.
Ouch. Oh, ouch.
Like
Oh.
a siren.
That
Like
makeup
a
artist
noise
outdid
in
themselves.
my body.
Because that is disturbing.
Sidestep the big picture. Get the story straight first.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to look at that. Ooh. Ooh.
What happened?
Yeah.
You drained a drug fiend. You said the worst things you've ever said to me. And now you're a convalescent. What is it?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Meaningless word.
Mm.
The boy's blood flowed that way. We should fix that before we sell.
He's alive?
Yeah, he glamored the hell out of him, though.
The fascinating boy.
Oh.
Don't.
He's just fine.
Oh.
Don't.
Oh, he's
Oh my gosh. Oh.
is fine. We're all fine.
Woo!
I can remember a few things.
What did they
Like-
do to him? What did Armand do?
Oh. Ouch.
There's someone else there.
He's fine.
Oh. Another, that was just another food person.
Meaningless word. Meaningless. A neighbor saw you while he was taking out the trash. I had to chase him.
Oh, the neighbor. Okay.
Floor slants slightly north. The boy's blood flowed that way.
Tarp, some duct tape.
Dang.
bleach.
Ooh.
Surely I'm next.
Dang. Oh gosh. It's a lot going on.
Oh my gosh.
brings it to the table.
Ooh-wee.
He ejects the tape,
Burns it.
flips it over.
No, they had the tape because remember that's how they're able to. That's how they knew.
Ooh.
For a young girl, that was his favorite food. But the triumphant kill for a sadist like Lestat.
Yeah, all he does is talk about him
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah.
I understood nothing.
Curious.
Armand stands over you.
Glamorizes.
He's commandeered your body.
Yeah.
Rise.
Dang, that is dope. How do they do that?
Move your body.
Yeah. I don't want
To die.
That part.
I'm told you've lived a fascinating life.
I never said that.
No, Ruby did.
Ooh-wee.
Leave him alone, Armand.
Yeah, he's about to do the whole
Armand's got way more restraint than 90% of the people that would have been in this situation.
He confessed his innermost secrets to you.
I wanted drugs. We didn't even have sex.
128 boys he's brought here.
dang.
And you're the first he didn't consummate and drain.
Wow, 128?
That warrants investigation.
I could be on my knees in a second.
I don't have to ask you for that.
What makes you fascinating?
Ooh.
Kevin?
He's a Vietnam vet who lives in the Castro with his Vietnamese refugee boyfriend with no legs.
You thinking all these...
Oh, look at how he's doing it automatically to those.
Good
That's
catch.
dope.
An instinct to self-efface. Is that what makes you fascinating?
Mm.
No.
Ooh.
You're going to teach me how to be fascinating.
Ooh.
You could read minds, right?
Louis thinks I'm boring.
Charlie Horse Left Left.
Do you find me boring?
Not at all.
I find you scary. That does not look comfortable. You are right.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear my story?
In a seat?
Yes. Yes.
I'd be like, in a seat. They're not.
I'm being run down by slavers in Delhi.
Dang.
But I'm not hopeful there's much more to you, Daniel, other than a hole.
Look how easy it is for him to carry that body.
Easy work. Like he was just literally just taking out a small piece of garbage.
It's like a towel.
Spiro Agnew.
Daniel.
Timestamp.
Are claiming this Saturday evening that
Oh, so how long he was there?
Or at least he has an idea what time it was, or yeah.
Yeah, I think how long he was there.
Was in a trance of some sort.
I won't tell you why.
I don't know.
Talking
I
to
can't.
somebody.
Yeah.
Lunch is almost over. Try.
I won't say where.
You fucking try. You were there.
It's either Lestat or Claudia. Those are the only people we really know.
Nah, I think it's somebody else.
Where are you? The painted bag. It's like I'm still burning. Armand, put me in the coffin.
listing the maximum
If he goes in the coffin, does he heal?
I'm assuming that's
I
that
think
you heal
so.
faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he may have not put him in there to let him suffer a little bit, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, he's...
Yeah.
The start. Claudia,
Yep.
the start.
Yep.
Lestat.
All I talked about him was trash.
So maybe
No, it
Armand
wasn't,
brought
though.
Daniel so he could tell his side of the story and put him in the...
The boy somehow fumbles his way to publication. While Lestat strolls past a bookstore. Your book displayed in the shop window.
It's a message to him.
Yep.
Yep.
Reads your nasty embellishments and comes chasing after you again.
He's right. As he suckles off of him like a babe.
If you wanted escape from this prison of empathy, I've locked you away in. All you had to do was ask.
That part. That part.
The final act of service I'd like to perform before I leave you to yourself. I know where he is.
Oh!
You think you were right.
I found his voice among the many.
Yeah. Yeah.
You called it.
I'm here.
Dang.
He's waiting for you.
Woo!
I'm with him now. He cannot hear you.
No.
This is your chance, Louis. I am your maker's voice. Louis.
Ooh-wee.
You wanted to say something to me.
You wanted to say something to me.
Why are you ill? What's happened to you?
Dang.
What's happened to you?
I love you.
Oh my gosh.
Tell him I love him, Armand.
I don't think I could be that messenger.
Tell him. Louis. Louis. Louis.
I got a whole new respect for Armand.
You was my mate. There's nothing more.
You left me for death. Will I be on suicide watch for the next 1,000 years?
Real questions.
Have I crawled an inch forward? Or am I a reminder of the worst of it?
Let this man rest, please. I can't.
But it's brilliant because we need to see that pain.
Oh, I know.
Right?
It is, but...
Because that's the same pain that's in his head.
I get it, but I'm like, yo, let this man just go to sleep for a little while. Because that man is suffering.
From the unnamed malaise you feel Sunday afternoons. And now here I am and you can rest.
I don't want to rest.
So he called him there?
No, he knows his memories.
Goodness
All the confidence
gracious.
and hope of your youth replaced by a seething, boiling regret.
Goodness gracious, Armand?
Yo, Armand is just in his bag right now.
In a room that slants to the north. An easeful death. Rest.
See, it sounds like he was planning to kill him. Remember how he was saying that with Malik, the guy who came to get chased, he has a way to like ease them into wanting to rest?
Cleaning up the mess.
Doesn't need cleaning.
After what you've put me through here, I deserve this.
I don't think he's lying.
Are you asking, Maître?
No, Arul. I'm not asking.
I think he's asking him like to live out the night in like the metaphorical sense of forever. Like I think he's asking like to make him. That's what I'm piecing from this. And he was like, no, that's not what.
I wonder what he said to him.
Right? Stop playing with me like this.
You gotta read the book. Just kidding. I'd like to know. You gotta read the book.
These words will hold you up and carry you. They are your lifeline.
I don't even know how to process that.
You know, he said those words to me, and he was already all burnt up. Figured I'd conflated the two events. And then both our memories cut out. Same precise edit on two brains.
That ain't coincidence. He blanked you, man.
Well, I mean, that was quite an evening.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be real.
Look at Armand.
How's your lunch?
Entertaining.
Wearing his shades.
You made it all the way to Burj Khalifa. How's Paris? And?
It started with Daniel. He asked why you saved him in 1973.
He didn't.
So you messing up my happy home.
Yep.
I could see you were partial to him. I preserve your happiness even when you don't. Daniel might prove fruitful in later times.
For a different story. With me in it. The real love of your life. Instead of Lestat.
I don't even, and I think that's a good point. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. we'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. I think that's a very good possibility, but I don't know if that's it. I'm still processing. This to me is my favorite episode of the season so far. And what's crazy, it's not a lot of action. It's just good conversation between people struggling to figure it out. Figure out, you know, the truth of yourself, the truth of situations that time can fog, what it means to be in a relationship with somebody and dealing with time, regret maybe from things that have happened in the past, be it, I don't know, an ex-lover, the thing you used to do, old family, whatever it is. Like, it's like a whole smorgasbord, a gumbo of how do I deal with this? How do I deal with me when it's involving other people that love you and you love them? And then when you add the context of time because you're a vampire, you know, it just compounds. How did you feel about writing this?
Obviously my focus was Louis and Daniel. Obviously, I feel like that was, you know, is their conversation to have because Armand stepped out.
Right.
And I think he probably did so knowingly so. I mean, he knows anytime he leaves Daniel alone with Louis that some stuff is going to come out.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's
so he knew that. But I just feel like for me, it's all about the physical and mental and emotional torment that Louis has to face with this gift. And it's like, you know, we see him beforehand when he's with Claudia and he seems very chill and like, oh no, you know, I don't want to know anything more about it. I'm good. I'm a photographer. You know, I'm, you know, with Armand and I'm just chilling and very cool and chill. And then you see like, no, he's not. Like, this is tormenting him for centuries. And he doesn't really know what to do with it. You know what I mean? And I find that part fascinating about this episode.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about like compounded trauma on levels that is just bewildering. And there is this sentiment, right? Like, we've read some of the chat, and there is a sentiment that Louis is like the antagonist, the villain, the person that we should be more concerned from. And as we go through some of these episodes, I can certainly understand why that thought comes through. But I also can see it as, I wouldn't call him a villain as much as he's just the antagonist. He's this thing that has to be overcome in order to make it to the light, you know, like for himself. For the people that are in his circle, he doesn't strike me as a type that like rubs his hands together and is like, I'm about to get some villainy on. It's not that, but he is the central problem for everybody. You know, it is Louis. So I'm certainly on board with that. I'm sorry, was there something else you wanted to?
Oh no, I was just saying, I don't feel like, I mean, I do kind of feel like he's a villain in a way.
Okay.
Because like Armand said, like, if this is what it is, let me know. You know what I mean? So, and because I don't want to keep going through this trauma with you. You know what I mean? So he's like, you know, if I'm boring and you know, don't want to. So I feel like that makes him a villain in itself, personally. And I understand he's struggling. I get that, you know, it's not intentional and all of that. But just, you know,
so
say something.
Yeah. So that goes into like my next segue. I felt Armand secretly was the dude rubbing his hands together and had some big plan or purpose of, I don't know, some bad guy thing or whatever it was. But the more I look at Armand, the more I kind of get him. I get him in terms of, he's like, listen, I'm trying to make this work, but you are hung up on your own stuff. You can't let go of the past. You can't get over this past lover. And the restraint to be that powerful and to not take that out on Daniel. It's imagine like, you know, a hamburger being disrespectful to you, this thing that you eat and devour, that you hold no emotional attachment to, and you just decide to just not eat it. It's like that kind of restraint when you're that powerful is very, very telling. Maybe it's a sign of his wisdom. Maybe it's a sign of maybe him still trying to fight for Louis in their relationship. But that level of restraint, and to piece it together, and to continue, and to walk into the sun to get this damaged man. I just have a whole new respect. Now, maybe later on in some later episodes, I'm sure the book people will be like, well, he really was the villain rubbing his hands. But as of right now, I feel him.
Oh, no, I do too. He said, you know, when they first sat down, I think it was at the start of the season, and it was him and Louis together. Yeah. And when they were starting to tell how they met and their love story, and he was like, this is the love of my life. Yeah. Like, I feel like for Armand it is. Yeah. But I feel like for Louis, his love of his life is Lestat. Yeah. So what, you know, that same desire and want and wanting to, you know, preserve his happiness, like he said, even when he doesn't, you know how to himself, it's like, I feel like that's Louis for Lestat, but Armand for Louis. Right. So I don't know how that would work out. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it's like he sees it, he knows it, but I guess because he knows it, because that's how he feels for him. Yeah. He understands. Yeah. You know what I mean? That type of power that someone has over you when you love them like that. Yeah. So and he's so OP. He's so overpowered. Yeah. But yet something as small in his eyes as Louis has this hold on him. That's got to be absolutely frustrating. And there's something interesting and funny too about him going over the tapes twice. It's like a lover, I don't know, reading emails or looking through somebody's phone or listening into some conversation that many people have been like, I feel compelled to have to know, compelled to torment myself by, like, you read those tapes twice, like a whole evening full of just blah, Louis just blah, and over Lestat over and over, and you do that to yourself twice. That's very telling. Well, it's kind of like when he asked Daniel the questions about what makes him fascinating. Yeah. I feel like he wants to know Louis to the point where he can understand how to become this person that Louis can obsess over or love to that extent, right? Yeah, yeah. So I feel like it's more so that than like, you know, him wanting to torment himself. I feel like he's trying to understand Louis and how he can be this person that can overpower like this Lestat love. And I don't know how that could even happen, to be honest with you. I mean, they're together now, but you know, he didn't tell, the one thing he did not say to Louis was that Lestat told him that he loves him. That was the one, it was like the one line, the one thing in line in the sand. He was like, because he can't cross this line. He knows what would happen. Yeah, I think he does. Yeah. I think he knew. Yeah. That last moment when he channeled Lestat through him just so that I got a whole new respect. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a big enough person to do that. Oh, I know I'm not. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm curious, are you that big enough of a person to go through the steps that Armand has done in order to maintain that relationship? I'd like to think that I am. You know what though? Let me think about this for a second. I think that he loves him so much and he's trying to, you know, make sure that this is the right decision or whatever it is that, you know, he loves him so much that he wants him to be happy, right? Right. So I feel like that's why he reached out to Lestat, you know, to be like, I love you so much if this is what it is and I'll help you, whatever. I mean, that does take a very different person, as we know. Yeah. But I mean, he's been alive for centuries, so who knows what all he's been through. Yeah. But he's like, if I got centuries to go and this ain't it, you know, this will kind of maybe speed up the process. Yeah, he's like, yo, am I going to be like dragging you off the cliff's edge for the next few centuries? That was a real thing. Yes. I felt that. Yes. Like, word? Yeah. Let me know. Yeah, he was like, I need to know what to expect because this is forever. Yeah. Literally forever. Yeah. It's not like a till death do us part type of situation. It's forever, ever. Yo, you know another part that I thought was kind of real too? Louis is going on and on about my pain. And Armand is sitting there listening to this, and he's like, my earliest memory is of being a slave. And there was something else that was so tormenting, he couldn't even get it out. Yeah. You know, but yet he's still sitting here listening to Louis go on and on and on and on, and he's like, And he's older than Louis.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's been around longer. He's dealt with more. He's had to try to be coven leaders and stuff.
That's just...
Yeah. It's infuriating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Armand's patience is other level.
Yeah.
I mean, like other level. Whoever taught him his patience needs a prize, because that I don't know how he does it. I mean, he loves him. I know, but I'm just saying that's a lot to deal with.
Yeah, that's wild. I know we've been going on and on.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I am curious
I could go on forever with this
what
episode.
you all think. This is to me, this is the best episode of the season so far. And for interesting reasons, just because we talk about the human or the vampire condition. What an interesting, fascinating episode. Thank you for your time. If you want to get to know this beautiful lady a little bit better,
link in description to my social media platforms. Follow along, easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy. Let us know what we got right, what we got wrong, and the fun one is always what did we miss? Thank you for your time. Wow, and we'll catch you all on the next episode. All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.